Bullies threw handcuffed schoolgirl from the building, then learned heroes don't need parachutes. The rain fell like shattered glass that morning, sharp, cold, and relentless. Students hurried under their umbrellas, their laughter echoing in the school courtyard. But in the far corner of the building, where the light barely touched the cracked walls, a different sound filled the air, the muffled cry of a girl who had already learned what it felt like to be invisible. Her name was Aisha Malik, a quiet 16-year-old who wore old shoes, carried second-hand books, and smiled more than she should have. She wasn't popular, she wasn't rich, and she certainly wasn't loud enough to be noticed, except by those who loved to break things that were beautiful in silence. Every day, Aisha faced a group of bullies led by Rania, a girl with perfect hair, perfect grades, and an ugly heart. Rania's gang mocked Aisha's clothes, her stutter, even her late father who had died saving a stranger from a fire. Hero's daughter, they'd sneer. Guess bravery doesn't run in the family. Aisha never fought back. Not because she couldn't, but because her father had once told her, real courage isn't in fighting with fists, it's in walking away with peace. But that peace was hard to hold on to. Each insult cut deeper than the last. Each shove felt heavier. And still, she endured, until the day everything changed. It was supposed to be an ordinary Friday. The final bell rang, the corridors emptied, and Aisha stayed behind to clean her desk. That's when Rania and her friends cornered her on the top floor. They laughed, whispering about a game. Before Aisha could react, they handcuffed her wrists, a cruel prank they'd stolen from a police drama they'd watched online. Let's see if the hero's daughter can fly, Rania smirked. Aisha's eyes widened in horror as they dragged her toward the open terrace door. Rain lashed across her face, the sky growled like a warning. She begged them to stop, her voice trembling, not from fear, but from disbelief that humans could become so heartless. And then, in one terrifying moment, they pushed her. Time froze. Aisha's scream vanished into the wind as her body fell from the fourth floor. The world blurred. The sound of rain disappeared. All she could think of was her father's voice, "You'll never fall if you believe that goodness can fly." Then, silence. But the story didn't end there. Down below, Hassan, the school janitor, looked up just in time. He was an old man, thin and quiet, the kind everyone ignored. Without thinking, he ran, faster than his age should have allowed, and threw himself beneath Aisha's falling body. The impact sent both of them crashing into the muddy grass. The world went black. Hours later, Aisha woke up in a hospital bed. Her wrists were bruised, her head bandaged, but she was alive. Beside her lay Hassan, his arm broken, yet smiling weakly. "Told you, Beta," he whispered. "Heroes don't need." But Aisha didn't celebrate revenge. She forgave them, not because they deserved it, but because she refused to carry their darkness in her heart. Months passed. Aisha recovered, stronger than before. She started giving motivational talks in schools about bullying, kindness, and courage. Her story spread across the country. Newspapers called her the girl who fell and rose. One afternoon, she returned to the rooftop, the same place where her world had almost ended. The wind was calm this time. She closed her eyes, lifted her face toward the sky, and whispered, "You were right, Papa. Heroes don't fall. They rise." And somewhere beyond the clouds, she could almost hear his voice again, proud, gentle, and eternal. That day, the world learned that sometimes, when cruelty throws you off the edge, grace gives you wings. Because true heroes don't need parachutes.